What is up, you crazy bitches? I am Katie Nolan. It's Friday. I've always wanted to start a video like that. I'm sorry, start again. Good morning, everyone. I'm Katie Nolan, bringing you all the headlines that you need to know for Friday, August 24th. I've got some choice words for the Wall Street Journal, you do too, and Ryan Lochte is clearly going to be a nominee in next year's Speed Roundies. All that and more right here on your Guyism Speed Round. The Miss and Mr. Pole Dance Russia competition taking place in St. Petersburg this year may sound like something you want to go to, but it's not just the Mr. part that's going to hold you back. As of this year, they're adding age categories 7 through 9 and 10 through 13. If I had to rationalize this, I would say, I guess, in Russia, as a little girl, it's important to learn early how to get sexually involved with something cold and hollow inside. Lance Armstrong will most likely have to forfeit his 7 Tour de France titles after he announced last night that he is done fighting back against drug charges from the U.S. anti-doping agency. Ah, shucks. Looks like you can all take those bracelets off now. In all seriousness though, and I don't really care who I offend with this, I guess I'm just gonna say it, Lance Armstrong has 1 testicle, and he took steroids to ride a bike better. Pretty sure when we take those titles, we should also revoke his man card. In an upcoming movie called Butter, which is about a butter sculpting competition, but it's being used as an allegory for the Democratic primaries of 2008, hottie of all, oh my god, you're so hot, Olivia Wilde plays a stripper. Yes. What was that? I think I just heard Paula Deen turn into a lesbian. A veteran porn star is claiming that he had a 3-way with Kim Kardashian and another female porn star at a swingers party in September of 2001. My favorite thing about the article I found this in, though, is a quote that goes completely unquestioned and is clearly the highlight of this report. The porn star is talking about how she was nobody, she was just exciting for them because she was a new face that had never been to one of those parties, and he says, she was wearing a tight miniskirt and tank top and designer shoes and bag. From afar, she looked gorgeous. Ah, Kim Kardashian. Very expensive and nice to look at when she's far away. She is the epitome of a Monet. Did Monet love black dudes? Angelina Jolie's daughter will be acting alongside her in her upcoming movie Maleficent. Ooh, watch out, girl. She's totally gonna sleep with you and steal you away from your husband. That's what she does. I got you, Jen. UFC 151 was probably something you were looking forward to, but now it's canceled because Jon Jones has refused to fight a replacement for his original opponent, Dan Henderson, who effed up his knee on such short notice. The UFC president was understandably pissed about this, since it's pay-per-view and all, and said in a statement that UFC 151 will be remembered as the event that Jon Jones and Greg Jackson, Jones's coach, murdered. Not to be confused with the guy that Jon Jones and Greg Jackson murdered, because holy shit, that totally probably happened. Ryan Lochte told Matt Lauer on the Today Show yesterday that he's kind of happy that he didn't get invited to Prince Harry's naked party because, you know, he doesn't need that. And by that, he obviously means to be put in a situation where he has to take his pants off in front of someone who actually has a penis. Hampton University, a historically black college, has banned MBA students from having cornrows or dreadlocks because the dean said it's never been a historically professional look. Which could maybe have been okay and like not too offensive. But he goes on to say, when was it that cornrows and dreadlocks were a part of African American history? I mean, Charles Drew didn't wear it, Muhammad Ali didn't wear it, Martin Luther King didn't wear it. Now let me get this out of the way right away, that this guy looks like this, and I look like this, so you can take this with as big of a grain of salt as you'd like to. But I'm pretty sure they became uniquely African American when this happened. The Wall Street Journal ran a story yesterday advising up-and-coming comedians to stop using crass language and cursing if they want to find success. All together? Fuck you in your face. But in the interest of fairness, I've created a list of all the comedians who got famous after taking advice on their comedy from the Wall Street Journal. I got that move from porn stars. Nick Bell 112 wrote, "Hi Katie, I'm Nicole. I like your show. I just started watching about a week ago. I think you're hilarious and beautiful. Do you get hit on by women often?" I think twice in my whole life. Once was at prom. And not even my prom. I was like a sophomore, and I went to the senior prom with, mind you, a kid I'd never met, but because I was a little slore and I had a crush on all the senior boys, so I was like, oh my god, I can get dressed up and look sexy and maybe one of them will kiss me. Nobody kissed me. And then the second time, this girl was beautiful. This was recent. I was working and she was like one of those girls that's just like, you look at her like fashion and you're like, fuck you, because I could never wear that and you look so cool. And she was just like being really cool all night, and I was making her drinks, and I was a nice bartender if you were a nice customer, so I buy people drinks all the time. And I think I bought her like a drink or two, like her and her friends bought them shots. And then at the end of the night, she was totally cool. She comes over and she's like, listen, I don't want to weird you out. I don't know what your deal is. I'm gonna write my number on this piece of paper because I think you are lovely and I would love to date you, but I don't know if that's something you want to do, and I don't want this to be uncomfortable for you. So here's that, and have a lovely night, and thank you for everything. And I was like, what? I wish men did things like that. Instead, they're like, hey, I think your boobs. And that's gonna do it for your speed round, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, comment down below, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. And if you haven't laughed yet today, that's a travesty, you poor thing. How will you live? It's Friday. I'll put a link in the description to a video that will make you do so. I'm also gonna throw a link in the description to a video that I'm going to be dancing to all weekend. And if anybody else would like to join me and learn the dance in that video so that we can reenact it in what would be the end of the internet, because it'd be so awesome, please do so. I'm done. Okay, enjoy your Fridays and your Saturdays and your Sundays, and I'll see you right back here on Monday with more headlines that you need to know. God, I really just crack on Fridays, huh? Oh, after note, since we've been doing viewer email for a while, I get a lot of emails that ask the same questions, which I totally understand, but I'm not gonna just keep answering them, because then your loyal viewers will be like, you've already answered that, and then the non-loyal, the new people will be like, you're alienating us, what are you who are you? So, I tried to make myself a Wikipedia page once, and Wikipedia called me out 100% and said, are you making this about yourself? Because we don't think there's sufficient reason for you to have a Wikipedia page. So, my solution to this is I'm gonna make a frequently asked questions video and put that on my personal channel. How many times have I said that sentence and then not done it? I'm really gonna do it. So I put a link to my personal channel in the tag at the end of every video, so be sure to subscribe to that. And if you have a question that I get asked frequently, you'll know the answer. And if you wanna use that video to make me a Wikipedia page, no one will be mad at you for that. Except Kevin Connolly.